So imagine this, a hot sunny afternoon, Sunday afternoon, New York, Central Park. And my girlfriend Anna Selby from Arizona and I are hooking around Central Park on our hired bikes, whooping, hollering, and I had no idea that Central Park was 6 miles around the outside. It's massive. And it's one way, you can't just go part of the way and then come back again. You go the whole way. And on Sunday, it's crazy. It's like a city within a city. So you move from one part of the park where there's this amazing playground to the next part where there's this massive Tai Chi class, to the next part where there's a pool, and then we hit a big bike event. It's amazing what goes around there. So Anna and I are merrily riding through, laughing and being stupid, and then we ride past or near this medieval group of people, all dressed up in costumes, like going and fighting each other with these foam battens, and they're like, rah! And they're about 100 metres away. They're all racing and fighting. And so, being in the moment, and Anna and I are all about where can we find our next adventure? What experience can we be open to? We decided to pull up, and there's no taking a photo and ride on by for us. So what we decided to do, or what I decided to do, was do a commando roll for the video camera, because of course it's all about the show, in front of the warriors who were fighting. But little did I know, as I was doing a commando roll and performing for the camera, that the fight had spilled over and moved near me, and all of a sudden, as I get up for my commando roll, there's all these people fighting around me and these screams and rahs, and I take off for my life down the hill. And what's so awesome is that a lady came over to us, and her name was Maggie, and she said, "Hey guys, I saw you taking a photo and having a bit of fun. Do you want to join in?" Well, what do you think we said? Hell yes. Where can we sign up?
Awesome.
Do you ever go like all out war?
Yes.
Ha! That's what I want.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Like when you go to war, you go to war. Like you call in your allies, you like get all your best gear. It's a lot of fun.
So we got to go and train with these medieval fighters, and apparently it's a movement that happens all over the world, and start fighting with these foam battens. So our ride around Central Park turned into hooking up with about 20 strangers, dressing in costume and running around screaming at each other and hitting. There was some rules, but we weren't very big on the rules. And it was hilarious, and it was the best fun, and it's something we'll never forget. And we got to experience that because we were open to fun and joy and looking for what can we create. We were looking for what lifts us up. What do we love to do, which was be a little bit crazy and have all these different experiences while we're in New York.
Ah! We're ready. This is Muffy. Muffy the Vampire Slayer. Howdy-ho!
And life gets to be like that all the time though. It doesn't have to be this New York thing, yeah, we went a bit crazy. But I find that as mums and as women who are forging ahead in their careers or their business, that we feel like life's got to look like a certain way. It should have these elements. We should be doing these things. When I started my business, I felt like I should be at my desk from 9 till 6 each day, and that if I didn't, then it wasn't a real business. I wasn't working hard enough to prove that I was a business person, or that I should have this title so it looks like I've got enough authority, or that I should be professional because that's what people who have knowledge and skills do. They are professional. And do you know what? All those shoulds are a load of bollocks. What about instead if we take all those shoulds away and are actually living as to what fills us up? We're running our business as to what fills us up, or we're taking the steps towards our goals as to what fills us up. Just like our jaunt around Central Park, if we look for every day, how can we have more happiness? How can we have more joy? How can we have more fun? Then, oh my God, we're going to feel so much better about the world. We're going to be living aligned with what makes us happy, because life doesn't have to look a certain way. Work and business don't have to look a certain way. So this morning, for instance, I got up early, did a bit of work, we sent the kids off to school, and then my husband and I did some exercise after the kids are off school during business hours. Oh my God, that's not a real business person, is it? Because that's what fills us up, and that's what allows us to have fun. So I want you to think about all the things that you're saying your life should look like, or as you move towards your dreams, creating the business that is your sole business, and you get caught up in things should be a certain way. I challenge you to look at those statements and drop them. I challenge you instead to be open to new experiences, to just taking the step and seeing what's happening, to just seeing what happens if you go, wow, I'm going to put myself into the unknown, just like we did in Central Park that day. Because that's when amazingness can happen. That's when the next step and the next phase starts to open up. But I get it. I get that there's so many I can'ts in your mind. I get that that holds you back. That as a smart chick, you're second guessing yourself all the time and you know too much. So it's like, what if this fails and I let the family down? And what if it just proves that, I can't do what I'm passionate about? That would be worse than just starting. I get it. And I've put a workbook together for you which helps you work through the I can'ts. Sounds bad when I say I can't, doesn't it? Sounds like another word. Really should think of a new name for that. We'll stick with the I can'ts for now. Now I've got the giggles every time I say it. But the workbook's really good. And it helps you look at all those thoughts in your head that are stopping you from taking that step, being open to the experience, having fun, living to what inspires you. So register below and you'll be able to get that workbook sent to your email so you can start doing that straight away. And I challenge you, look for where you can have fun every day. Look at what lifts you up. Stop just living in Groundhog Day, because it can be awesome every single day. It can be radical every single day if you're open to that experience.